a 3-pack heater from the 2021 T20 World Cup. Up the top, Mall Grab, Liverpool Street in the Rain. Next was Only You, Theophilus London, and Tame Impala, covering Steve Knight's Nigerian High Life Classic. And then to round that out, Why Won't They Talk to Me, Tame Impala from the album Lonerism. A big song that you and Zamps have enjoyed over your time?
Yes, yep. All three of those, to be quite honest, like me and Zamps have pretty similar taste in music and a lot of things, and music's just a part of what we do. If we're hanging out in one of the hotel rooms together with a couple of the boys or whatever, having a quiet drink or one of his filter coffees, he's a genius at that.
He's a batch brew man.
Oh, big time. Like, he takes it very seriously.
I think we need to get Zamps on the show.
Oh, you'd love him. You'd love him. He'll be excellent. This is his type of setup, massively.
Great.
But look, they're the songs we listen to quite a lot, those three, and would happily listen to them 10 times a night. So it takes me back to some really good times, particularly the World Cups, particularly like COVID bubbles and stuff. But yeah, just good, happy memories, great tunes.
Mate, I was going to say, you've blown my mind with some of the stories and songs you've produced today. You've done such a fantastic job taking us back to the Ballina and when you moved to Perth, and then, you know, T20 World Cup, the lot. But what are you doing now? What's Ash Agar doing 2025? Like, what are you into? What are you looking at? Where are you at now?
Yeah, it's good question. I guess other than, you know, being a father, which takes up a lot of my time amongst cricket. Away from all of that, I'm doing an MBA at the moment, which has been really interesting.
What's an MBA? What does that stand for?
Masters of Business Administration.
Cool.
And that's a post-grad degree after you've studied...
It is a post-grad degree, but the good thing is where I'm doing it, they've taken my, I guess, life in high performance so far and what I'd studied a little bit earlier as a undergrad, which is really nice. So
it should be though, right? Because you develop 12, 14 years of high performance environment, good systems, information, education, media training. Like, you're a skilled guy.
Thanks. And yeah, you know how it is. I think when you're 18, you go into these high performance environments, you have to learn really quickly. You get to speak with the best psychologists, the best players, and you actually have to implement all of those skills in real time. And then when it's time to be a bit older and lead groups, that's a whole different level of self-awareness, self-management, and then not focusing on the self and managing a diverse range of people across, you know, a number of different cultures, and you're trying to galvanize groups to achieve a common goal. And I love the thought of that. And I think high performance, like in sport, has lots of transferable skills, you know, that I think could be really helpful in a corporate space as well. But I would be extremely naive to think that I could waltz into any environment and just spew out what I know with no business backing. So basically that's why I'm doing this MBA, because I'd like to add value in any space. But I think to get some good education behind me is an important sort of second step, because I'd say my time in a high performance sporting environment at an elite level hopefully holds me in good stead later on.
And do you enjoy the study? Have you enjoying sort of learning a bit more about business context and the functioning of the business? And can you see how your skills might transfer? And, you know, are you starting to see the picture a bit more?
I think so. There's a lot I don't know, which I think is a really great thing, because I actually want to do this now and I'm enjoying learning about those things. I think there's been times in my career before where I've tried to pick up some study and I haven't been fully in it, and it's an absolute waste of time. But I'm actually quite engaged in what I'm doing, learning new things. The actual business side of things is fascinating. You know, what was I doing last night? Calculating NPVs of, you know, different business
What's
opportunities, net present values, and
right,
you know,
yeah, okay,
and accounting stuff as well. So for a lot of people that's really basic, but for me that's something I've never done before, and I'm really enjoying that. And it helps me, say I listen to a business podcast and I can listen to it a bit more actively and understand what they're saying, rather than just fraudulently put my ears to something, which we all do sometimes. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it, mate.
That's good, mate. And you're playing cricket still, yeah?
Yeah.
Scorchers, BBL?
Scorchers is going well-ish this year. We're sort of 3-3, but we're sitting nicely on the table.
And are you signed there for a number of years, just this year?
That's a good question. This is my last year on contract there. I've had an unbelievable time with the Scorchers, and it's always an interesting time when your contract comes up. But WA's home for me.
And a very successful organisation, right? Like you would have had some amazing times there with some really good people to teach you stuff, right? Like what we just spoke about, high performance. JL was there as well.
Yep.
When you were there, right? So probably furthered that relationship.
Huge. Amazing environment. They've always put family and people first, which I think is a great philosophy for anywhere. You're trying to make everyone feel valued, feel like they're contributing to something greater than themselves, which is fantastic. Our values at the Scorchers are be brave and team first, and it might seem simple, but there's something we can lean on at any stage on and off the field, which is really good. JL, he came in when I was 18 in WA, and then he was the Australian coach, and when I was playing a lot in the Australian team as well. But someone who instilled in a very young group what it means to work hard, what it means to look after each other at all times, to develop great resilience. So now nothing's hard, because things do get really hard. But he sort of taught us the skills to manage ourselves and manage our emotions and focus on really what's important.
Man, how scary are his eyes?
Man, they're scary
He's got the
especially when they're not happy with
eyes
you.
I've ever seen, man.
I've had some good back and forths with JL. Yeah, he won't be mad at me for saying that. We're very honest with each other,
good.
Which is why we've got a great relationship.
Fantastic, man. And like I said, I really appreciate you giving us insight into your life, showing us some musical context. It's been an amazing journey. I know the listeners would have loved it. At PTA.listen, if you want to find us or send Ash some feedback or send us some more tracks. We always love the interaction. But, man, what about contemporary music taste? Do you think you can send us off with a few bangers?
Send you off with a few bangers. Christ. Oh, man. Can you come back to this bit?
Yeah, we're going to come back to this bit.
I thought honestly, send off for a few bangers as the World Cup ones.
No, we're gonna go off air now and enjoy Shardy and chill out. But thanks, you're such a vivid storyteller, and you pull some stories from some amazing places. So thanks so much. Appreciate you coming on the show, man, and we'll catch you soon.
No, thanks, guys. You're the best.
And enjoy the next 4 tracks, everyone. Ash Agar.
Yes.